Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Livia and today we are diving into the fascinating world of color and how it can be used to create focal points that draw the viewer into your artwork. A well-executed focal point can transform your painting, guiding the viewer's gaze exactly where you want it. One powerful tool in achieving this is the strategic use of color. If you'd like to learn more about how you can use color strategically to create a more powerful composition and draw the viewer's eye into your painting, check this out. Harmony is key. While intensifying colors, ensure they harmonize with the overall color scheme. In this painting, for example, I've got the roses here placed against a kind of a green-gray background. Notice how I desaturated the green, so it's not a vibrant green. It's a little bit more neutral. That's done on purpose because I don't want the colors to clash. Green and red, they are opposite colors. So if I use both of them on their highest saturation, the color will be unpleasant to look at. So what I do, I keep the brightness, the saturation on the flower, then the background, the greens on the background, I just desaturate them a little bit. I make them a little bit grayer so that they are there to support this here, not to compete with this. Then I use those colors on the objects, like the flowers, for example. So I have little bits of that color here, of the green mixed with the pink, but tending to the green side, so that way we can see a bit of this color on the flowers as well. That creates harmony, harmony through color. That helps us to set our focal point, our focal area, against the grayness. It makes the focal area stand out because I've got more muted colors here. Even though my green on the background is more muted, a little bit more neutral, I still have little bits of the flower colors on the background just to create harmony again and also to pull the picture together in terms of color. This creates a seamless flow within your artwork, guiding the viewer's eye naturally. See, in this painting here, I've got the red polyanthus. They stand out, the color is bright. I've got some browns surrounding it. I have dark colors here because I want some of those flowers to pop. So if you look at this one here, again, it's dark, lots of dark browns, but also I have some bits of green. The greens here a little bit more vibrant because it's part of this type of flower, this type of plant. So I wanted to keep the true colors, but also I didn't use that a lot. I just have some here and then some greens turning to grayish greens, more muted greens, lots of shadows. And then on the background, I didn't want to have just brown there because I thought that would look a bit boring. So I brought some of the flower colors here, little bits of that with the palette knife there, and then also bits of the green. So it's kind of creating that movement with the strokes, but also keep the harmony, the color harmony going. And then I have some splashes of colors here from all the polyanthus plants. This is a garden bed, so I really wanted to represent the garden bed. So I like keeping the landscape setting for my flowers. I like seeing them in nature. I like to see them in the environment. I find it stronger and more natural. You can also incorporate compositional elements that naturally lead the viewer towards your focal point. Think about lines, curves, and shapes that guide the eye organically. So I use lines to draw the viewer eye to the focal point as well. I try to design the painting in a way that I can tell my story. But see, I have the stem here, so that's guiding the viewer eye towards the flowers. Then I've got some of those leaves coming this way, and then I have a high contrast here and those little bits, so that draws the eye to that. We enter the painting this way, we get hooked by this here, and then from there we go this way here, and then we can enjoy the rest of the painting. So this is the strongest part, those flowers here. So that's how I designed this painting with this purpose. And I usually do that at the stage that I'm photographing things. When I'm photographing the flowers, for example, or the scenes, I try to think about my focal point. What's going to be my main element in the painting? What's the best flower I can see here? What's the most beautiful group of flowers? So then that's the one to be playing the biggest role. And then I kind of take pictures of all the parts, and then I add that to the composition. Or sometimes it's just there. It's not always that you can find the scene that looks perfect. Very rarely I would paint a picture that's exactly the same way as I see on the photograph. I do my own compositions. I move things around to improve its composition, to make it more engaging, to tell a story, to be stronger. So that's how I work, that's how I design them. And also that makes them my own. So it's my thoughts, it's my ideas expressed there. I like studying and analyzing my heroes' paintings. This painting was made by John Singer Sargent, and I love the way he used the complementary color concept to create this painting. We can see that he made the trees on the background look a little bit redder, so you can even see spots of red here. It could have been because of the season as well. It seems to be late autumn, and the contrast between those trees and the greens here on the paddocks, it just creates a beautiful and interesting combination. It creates contrast. It makes the colors sing. Also, the way he used darker colors here, pushing the colors to contrast a little bit more, and then having this orange, yellow, gray in contrast with this here, pushing the color towards purple and yellow. They are complementary colors. And then also the sky, very gentle color, some yellow coming through, not just a blue sky. Colors everywhere. It's beautiful. This here, purple, we zoom in so we can see a bit of color there as well. Little bits of red on the foreground and browns here, not just green everywhere. So it's a lovely picture. And then of course the focal point, so you can enter the painting this way, and it draws our eye towards this scene here. Then we look at this painting that's by Monet, and it's such a beautiful painting. I love this here. Again, the use of color, contrast, and the background being a brighter and lighter color, and then contrast with the lady's dress. Let's go a little bit bigger here so you can see it, how this appears against this. It's a lot of contrast happening there, and then some highlights here, highlights lighter than the blue sky, and then the same with the boy, getting the colors a little bit grayish, but also playing with color. You can see magenta here, you can see yellow, blue, deeper blue, purple, grays, all those colors into the grays. It's not bright colors, but you see that beautiful use of color, that delicate license, to create beauty. Then we can have a look at this one here, painted by Monet as well. He saturated the colors a little bit more, so you can see the hills on the back are very bluish, quite a vibrant blue, but it's not a blue straight from the tube. You can see a bit of color mixing here happening. Then you have this hay stack. So this is orange, blue shadow, complementary color, contrast. And then you got purple, magenta colors here, little bits of green there. But the key to this is to keep the values pretty much similar within each shape. See this shape here? You got the values very similar. Sometimes a little bit lighter, other times a little bit darker, but not greatly different. It's the same here when you squint your eye at the picture. You can see very similar values, but just changing hue, changing color temperature. And it's the same within the light shape, dividing light shape from the dark shape, from the shadow. They are well established, and then you can play with your colors more. Same on the ground, having basically one value as a dominant value shape, but then you have little bits of a bluey gray, little bits of this more orangish color gray, and so on, and little speckles of a darker gray, but pretty much the same value structure. And that's the same for the sky. We can see bits of magenta here, a little bit of yellow greeny color, and then blue, more purpley blue, but again pretty much the same value, just slight differences, but you can create that same illusion here just by changing the color. So there's a strong focal point, and that's as strong as that because of the way he used color and the way he used contrast. Isolation can be a powerful tool as well. Place your focal point against subdued or neutral colors to make it stand out boldly, ensuring it captures maximum attention. And that's the color technique that Monet used to create this painting, called Impression, the Sunrise. This painting is credited with inspiring the name of the Impressionist movement. That's a lot to do with muted colors all the way around here to draw the eye to the sun. So this is the focal point. You can go that way. Look at the wee bolt here. Contrast as well. So you got a contrast between this dark color and then light around it. And then you have this here. So that's the area that our eye will land and rest. So it's coming around here. And then you have all this beautiful subtle suggestion of the Port Le Havre in his hometown. It's all grays here, colored grays, and it's complementary colors: orange, gray, and then blue. So blue, different shades here, a little bit darker, a little bit lighter, and then there's like a middle dark, and then even darker there, a little bit of dark here. I love the simplicity of this painting, and it's very strong. It's beautiful. Reflection from the sun. So that's a beautiful picture, the sunrise. And there you have it, a concise guide on creating focal points with color. Experiment with these techniques and remember, every stroke is a step towards guiding your viewer through your artistic narrative. If you found this video helpful, please remember to hit that like button and subscribe for more art-related content. And also, if you can, please share this video with your fellow artists. You can also follow me on social media or subscribe to my newsletter on my website. For more in-depth tutorials, please check my online courses page. The link to that is in the description area below this video. Thanks for joining us today. Until next time, keep creating and having fun. Happy painting!